available.
But we're not doing that yet. I'm now delivering the main stuff that you wanted. Enjoy that.
Welcome, welcome. The Arab man said to expect you. Oh, you've got the server. Here, let me have a look at it. Nice. The great deliverer comes through again. The server's in perfect condition. It's a real relief to know all our records are safe. Thank you so much.
Is it in perfect condition though? No, it's not. It's 6% damaged. Yeah, I traveled a hell of a way.
Sam, I've added a reverse trike to the list of supplies you can fabricate.
Blake
Not said he was kind enough to provide the blueprints as thanks. I'd tell you all about it, but didn't you used to have your own? Same deal. 2 front wheels, 1 rear, battery powered. Fitted with an auto-charging unit that kicks in when not in use. Requires skill to drive over obstacle-strewn terrain. Best suited to long, flat stretches, yada, yada, yada. We're working on securing you another vehicle, so you can look forward to that too.
Yay. I'm gonna have to look up how to do a wheelie. Oh, Higgs interview data! Oh, I so need to do so much reading now. Ugh. Man. It must be my time that's not as good. It's gently increasing. My bridge link is insane.
Thanks, Sam. With that data, we can finally move forward with our plans for the new automated delivery system. I'll tell the boys to start testing the bots right away. Now, you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. Check the delivery terminal whenever you're up for more work.
The preppers had some things to say about Fragile. You sure we can trust her?
I trust her.
That business with Higgs, thought I told you she hates him with a passion. Enemy of my enemy as far as I'm concerned. Don't take my word for it now. Just ask her and judge for yourself. I'd like it or not. We need her help.
What the heck is that?
Sam, it's Fragile. I hear you brought 3 preppers into the network. And delivered everything they needed. That's some good work.
As long as we're shooting the shit. You mind telling me what the deal is with you and Higgs?
Been hearing stories, huh? I'll tell you all about it. In person. Meet me at the distro center, south of Lake Knot. You're headed there anyway, right?
Am I?
Good work. New order available.
Alright.
Please access delivery terminal for further
Oh,
information.
Sam! Alright, before we take any new orders, we're gonna go rest.
Your work is great.
Sleep, Sam. Oh.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Mail. Okay, I gotta read stuff and take orders. Oh gosh, so much mail. Okay, start at the top. Still keeping on, Sam. Me, I've been practicing going outside longer and further each time. Thought I'd conquered my fears at one point, that I'd be making discoveries like nobody's business before long. That was before I wandered into mule territory for the first time. I panicked and dropped damn near everything I was carrying. Guess it belongs to them now. That little hiccup aside, I've managed to put up a few signs and watchtowers and other stuff I figured guys like you might appreciate, so it's not like it's all bad. Haven't met any other porters face to face yet, but I can tell they're liking what I've done. As in, they've given me likes. Oxy and smart drugs might help to level me out, but I tell you, when someone hits you with that like, it's a feeling like no other. That confirmation that you've made a positive difference in someone else's life. It's grand, man. Anyway, good luck with everything. Sending all the love and likes. Reestablishing shipping lanes. How's it going, Sam? So you put Port Knot City back on the map. Not bad. Folks around here seem pretty pumped about being part of the UCA and all that comes with it. Chiral printers especially. You should have seen their faces when I gave them a demo. It was like I was conjuring equipment out of thin air. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, and before I forget, I should also thank you for all the stuff you brought. And for taking care of that BT too. You've given everyone a shot of inspiration and courage to carry on. There's not much that's more precious than that these days. There was a time when I was so shit scared of BTs, I just wanted to shut myself away and hide forever. But that's not an option, I know that now. We're on the front line here. Bridges isn't going to make it all the way west if we don't step up our game. But don't worry, we won't let you down. We'll get Port Knox City back on its feet in no time. I won't take up any more of your time, that's all I had to say anyway. A couple of the guys wanted me to write you to make sure you knew we had your back. Come what may, we won't be throwing in the towel. Same goes for you, right? Hey Sam, how's that bola gun working out for you? You put it to good use yet? Listen, I've come up with a few more ideas for new gadgets since we last spoke, and Chiral Network makes it so easy to share data. You can fabricate stuff pretty much anywhere. In fact, I might ask you to test them out for me sometime. It's in your interest too, what with you maybe having to go up against mules and whatever other crazies are out there. But if you do have to throw down, remember that mules used to be just like you. They were porters when the world went to hell, people trying to help people and all that chaos and confusion. Would have been hailed as heroes if they hadn't gone batshit. That's what most people think, me included, though I heard it might not be that simple. Might be that they started out as smugglers, and that's why they can navigate all kinds of hard country. Guys like that, well, something tells me they wouldn't be altruists at heart. Guess there's no way of knowing the truth of it now. Anyway, Sam, I doled out a few of those hermetic grenades you brought me to some local porters along with some blood bags. If they work as advertised, then our people might just be able to stand up to BTs if necessary. Could be a new beginning for the whole community. I know it can't be easy out there on your own, Sam, but we need you to stay strong. I've started on a few experiments with the Evo Devo unit you brought me. So far, things are going pretty well. I'm not quite at the stage where I can perfectly recreate objects, but I suspect that's only because the Chiral Network's coverage is still limited. The more places you bring online, the better my results, most likely. Anyway, I'll be submitting regular reports of my progress to Bridges. Rest assured, I'll keep at it. Incidentally, I've taken an interest in the Audra deck lately. These days, people tend to associate them with BBs or think of them as BT detectors, but they were originally designed as more all-purpose scanners for the detection of people and various objects. Seems they've undergone quite a few changes over the years. By all accounts, many of the original features were cut at some point. One such feature would allow users to project holograms, which could be pretty useful, and another would utilize chiral connections to reconstruct past data for present-day applications. I don't believe these features were lost forever, though. If we keep expanding the network, someone's bound to take the initiative and create new and improved versions of them. Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time, Sam. We should catch up in person one day. Is Sam gonna meet anyone in person other than his mom? Humble request for pizza. My dear Mr. Sam Bridges, it's an honor to make your acquaintance. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Peter Englert. After hearing so very much about you, all good, I hasten to add, I simply cannot resist the urge to initiate a correspondence. My request is of such great import that I dare entrust it to only the man who delivers. My sister, bless her heart, has been feeling under the weather, and I fear there's only one thing that might restore the color to her cheeks. Pizza. I wonder if you might be so kind as to collect some from Lake Knot City and deliver it to our humble abode. I'm more than aware of the gravity and urgency of your westward journey, but if you could find it in your heart to squeeze us in, I'd be ever so grateful. Oh, and my dear sister is something of a ham lover. Please bear that in mind if you decide to oblige me. Probably not gonna do the pizza order. You still out there fighting the good fight, kiddo? I tip my hat to you for that and for bringing an old curmudgeon his medicine. I'm doing a whole lot better for it. Much obliged. So in exchange for signing a contract with Bridges, I get meds and supplies delivered to my doorstep. That's no different from the deal I had with Fragile Express. And while I may not have full use of this here network of yours, I can access the weather data and news I need to make life easier than before. All that without my having to join the UCA, so what incentive is there to do so? Well, there's other stuff that you get. Interviews. Like helping everybody else out, sharing data, Higgs particles. Higgs Monaghan. Why, yes, I know the name. The former leader of a private courier organization, as I recall, which serviced a large region of the West and was instrumental in providing continued support to the people living there. But as we were so far apart, Bridges struggled to maintain any measure of influence over their operations. It probably didn't help that the separatist movement has always enjoyed strong support in that territory. In the wake of growing violence by the Daemons, we were shocked to learn that Higgs himself was at their head. What to make of this strange development? Why on earth would a man who once commanded a group devoted to American Reconstructionism suddenly pledge himself to the cause of American destruction? His name only compounds the insult. Have you heard of the Higgs particle, also known as the God particle? It's associated with the Higgs field, that which gives all other particles their mass. Without it, atoms would fly apart and matter would not exist as we know it. In other words, its very presence prevents mindless destruction. Cosmic irony, indeed. I mean, something's up with this guy. Very interested in finding out what. Okay, this is Unknown Man's Journal, which we read. Okay. More mail? Why? Why would I read mail and then you send me more? Oh gosh. Likes. Other players are pleased with you. Okay. Can I get to the terminal? No? What are you doing, Sam? So, okay. I did read some tips and watch some tips on YouTube for this game, and unfortunately, if we drink this stuff right here, it will increase our stamina by 25%, and we've been struggling with the stamina a little bit. Also, I think your hat's supposed to help some too. So anyway, I'm gonna drink these terrible things that no one should ever drink unless they want a heart attack. So you have to drink 3 of them to get your stamina up all the way. Or to get the full bonus anyway. Yep, see, we got a little bit there. Stamina increased by 10%. You can do the exact same animation for every single one. And one more. Do you think there's just like piles of Monster Energy lying around in like order carriers somewhere? I don't know where you would even get these. I'm pretty sure the organization isn't still alive and running unless they built their own underground bunker. So there we go. We are increased. So I will now be doing that every time we enter the room, and I will cut it out since that's just so freaking long and repetitive. So as long as I remember, I will do it. Okay, it said I had more mail. Oh, sending you likes. Wasn't that one of the mail? So it was there and I read it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. All right. So, before we get going, I decided I'm not gonna go. The experimentation that I did with the shower grenades, I think I used shower grenades or pea grenades or whatever, and that just seemed to kind of temporarily stun BTs, whereas the blood grenades actually physically hurt them and can kill them. So I think I'm just gonna stick with blood grenades instead of making other stuff. Let's head out of here. Because I think we had orders. Take on orders. Orders for Sam.
Sam, a lot of clients are requesting you by name. Now, while there are orders we need you to accept, which are critical to the expansion of the Chiral Network, there are others that you can take or leave at your discretion. It goes without saying, though, that it's in everyone's best interest for you to do as much as you can. And more work means more rewards.
Yep. Orders marked with a circle or a diamond are specifically for Sam. Orders marked with, with a strand must be completed in order to progress. The other orders do not have to be completed, but completing them does bring benefits. Orders marked with a triangle are not designated for Sam specifically and can be taken at your discretion. So these I don't have to do, but they're not standard orders. And the standard orders were what I decided I didn't want to do. But I think I still want to do these, which would mean delivering the damn pizza. Hold on. What did I want to look at? Right, my wrist. I don't have any orders at all. So what are the orders that I need to take in order to progress? Why is there an orange line? Because this is saying I don't have any orders whatsoever. Go back to the room? Mail received. Jeez Louise! Ugh. Sam, you're so popular. Dear Sam, I wonder where you're at right now, if it's somewhere powered by our wind farm. If anyone should be benefiting from our work, it's you. Until you brought us into the network, we could only provide power to a small region. Now we can send it to all the big cities and beyond. I'm still not 100% on the details, but basically transmitting it via the beach means we don't suffer any additional loss due to increased distances, so it can go as far as we need to. Good thing we kept the faith in the second expedition and kept this place properly maintained. You made our efforts worthwhile. We can't thank you enough. Hey Sam, you really helped me out there. Thanks, man. And that book you brought me, it's actually a movie script. I mean, I knew that all along. Sorry if I didn't keep you updated. Anyway, it's an interesting movie from an interesting time back when the world was divided, East versus West. The Cold War, they called it. The movie's called Casualties of Twilight, and it's about two lovers who were caught up in the ideologies of the global conflict and about how they destroy the world in order to be together. It's just a short movie, but it's interesting from a psychological perspective. Some people actually say it predicted the Death Stranding. I didn't think it'd get mixed up with a consignment of cargo that'd be stolen by mules. I really panicked once I'd heard it was gone. Oh yeah, thanks for bringing it back. I really appreciate it. So, hold on. Where's the one about this weird glowing thing? Capital, not city. Okay. So, I thought when we were talking to Fragile, we had to go back to another city. But like now I just don't even remember. But let's try this. All currently carried cargo, private locker. Sure.
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
So he didn't jump with her, she sent him himself. Don't keep the others waiting. Porter's getting it done. Why are you guys? It's gonna be a mail episode. Hey Sam, did you hear one of the porters I hooked up with hermetic grenades took down a BT the other day? There was a sharp drop in chiralium density that coincided with this report, so there's no denying he got that son of a bitch, and it's all thanks to you and the UCA. In exchange, joining up, we sacrifice a little privacy, share a little expertise, and you agree to look out for us. Not a huge price to pay, but it's enough to help the cause. A tax, if we're being honest. We pay, we get protection. Contracts alone won't cut it. We're just free riders that way. Not giving up enough, not getting enough, and if you dodge your taxes, you can't be surprised when there's nobody around to look out for you. Quid pro quo and all that. The info and tech I've received from Bridges just might be enough for me to start producing hematic grenades in bulk. If so, then who knows? Maybe we can wipe out the current crop of BTs. Of course, there's a catch. Only your blood seems to work. Don't misunderstand, I'm not going to ask you to bleed yourself dry. To be honest, I'm surprised we got as much from you as we did. It's like you're donating a pint every time you take a break. Well, it can't be easy, but we sure are grateful, and don't you forget it. He is pretty much donating a pint every time he takes a break. Hey Sam, can't tell you how good it was to see you coming over the water on that boat. First time we've welcomed so much as a turd in, what, must be 2 years now? Some folks were even saying everything east of Ground Zero must have been wiped out completely. The occasional message drifted from HQ, but people, not a one. We'd half given up on the Cupid ever being finished. On the second expedition, the whole shebang. And then you show up, and with a working Cupid to boot, our knight in shining armor. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like I'm not grateful. I am, more than you know. Every single person here was waiting for someone like you to come along. And there'll be more waiting west of here, a lot more. You best go find them. Alright, let's see if this is where we're supposed to be.
That's it, Lisa. Don't be shy. Just like we used to. Come on, keep up.
Ooh.
Sorry. Did I wake you up? Today's Mommy's birthday.
Oh. That's gotta be so hard.
It's also the anniversary of when we first met.
So, I thought a bit about the BBs, and at 28 weeks, a fetus is viable. So, there's no reason for them to take the baby out of the mother and place it in the pod. Like, I thought maybe these were fetuses that weren't viable, and so they stuck them in the pod to try and save them, because that would make sense. But then it halts their development and they don't grow, so they're not viable out of the pod. But that isn't true. 28 weeks is viable. So I don't know why they're getting put in the pod. But the gentleman, we had that one flashback where he was talking to some lady and he said, all you've done is lie to me. And I do wonder if maybe he was told that the baby isn't viable outside the pod, and that's not true. Maybe they realized the potential of BBs and they wanted to use them for equipment, so they lied and said that they're not viable because they wanted equipment. They didn't want people saying, well, these are people and you can't do that to them. That's my current theory. We'll see how, because the gentleman in the flashback, like, he seems to want to have his son. And I assume he put him in the pod because he thought his son needs to be there to save his life. And from what I can tell, it's not true. Yeah, so these are standard orders. So what do I need to do? Maybe I need to go back. Is my bike still out here in the middle of nowhere? Probably. So when I first got the bike and it said the bike needed to be in the garage, I thought that was a building that we needed to make with the PCC. I didn't realize that we literally needed to bring it here, which this is where we needed to bring the vehicle to actually charge it. So, oops.
You call?
Yep.
Let's get this show on the road.
Take on orders.
The autonomous delivery bots are bipedal machines, designed to operate within the Chiral Network service area. They deliver cargo via a predetermined route dictated by the network. Now you're to bring the bot prototype to Lake Knot City's southern distro center. When you arrive, connect the center to the Chiral Network and test the bot to make sure it's functioning properly.
Okay. Oh, go back. Sorry. Cancel, yeah. I wanted to listen to all of them.
Sam, even a porter with your skills will struggle to traverse some terrain. Fortunately, the first expedition team left behind a number of auto pavers. Supply them with the requisite materials and they'll lay down new roads. Perfect for use with bikes and other vehicles. But don't take my word for it. Track down the one near Lake Knot City and see for yourself. I'll mark the location on your map. Even give you some materials to feed the beast.
Okay.
In case you're tempted to use them for something else, I'd ask you to bear in mind that our resources are limited, and that more road would be a godsend to everyone. Porters, preppers, you name it. You could make a lot of people very happy.
And pizza. Ugh. You know what? It's timed. I have to keep it flat.
We've prepped a prototype bot for transport. Now you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out there.
Oh! I don't know what the difference is.
Make sure you carry pizzas properly at all times. If you do something stupid, like turn it on its side, you'll ruin it.
I wasn't doing the pizza delivery. Oh God. That's a lot, Sam. Yeah, he can't carry all that. Holy frick. Okay, what do you have that you don't need? Huh. Goodness.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters.
Oh God.
Sam, if you're gonna build new road, You need to get to the paver first.
Why can't I pick... He can't carry those in his hands? Offload cargo. This stuff's for the road. How far can I go? I don't want to lose it. Why can't I pick them up again?
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Oh, I hope I don't mess that up. I'm gonna go to the road, drop these off, and then come back. I'm hoping. Because I think the road's right outside. Probably. Okay, yeah.